we're going to talk about a very beautiful topic. The topic is hydrocephalus. The subheadings are causes, clinical features, investigations and management. Number one, what is the cause? Why does hydrocephalus happens? Hydrocephalus happens, there's a problem in the CSF pathway. Let's learn the whole picture of CSF pathway. So in the CSF pathway, we all know that we have something known as lateral ventricle, third ventricle and fourth ventricle. If I ask you a simple question, lateral ventricle and third ventricle are connected by which foramen? The answer is foramen of Monro. And third ventricle and fourth ventricle are connected by which foramen? The answer is very importantly aqueductal canal of Sylvius, and this is the most commonest cause of non-communicating hydrocephalus. Yes, please remember exam question. Which is the most commonest cause of non-communicating hydrocephalus? It is aqueductal stenosis. Next question, what are the clinical features? So clinical features, whenever there is a aqueductal stenosis, the lateral ventricle and third ventricle, very importantly, they dilate, and very importantly, and the patient is going to have a macrocephaly, large head. Yes, can you see the picture? There is macrocephaly. And if I ask you a question, how do you define macrocephaly? Head circumference more than how much standard deviation? Macrocephaly is head circumference more than 2 standard deviation, and microcephaly is head circumference more than minus 2 standard deviation. So head circumference less than minus 2, microcephaly. Head circumference more than plus 2 standard deviation, that is macrocephaly. What are the clinical feature of hydrocephalus patient? Number 1, macrocephaly. Number 2, very importantly, dilated scalp veins. You can see this picture right now. Dilated scalp veins, and the patient will have, and a sunset sign. So dilated scalp veins, sunset sign, macrocephaly, these are the clinical features of hydrocephalus. What is the investigation of choice? So hydrocephalus usually is a newborn problem. So anterior fontanelle is open. So the answer is transcranial ultrasound. So transcranial ultrasound or MRI, you can get it done. Last question, what is the treatment for this problem? So hydrocephalus, lateral ventricle, third ventricle dilated, aqueductal stenosis, the treatment is VP shunt. What is VP shunt? Ventriculoperitoneal shunt. What is VP shunt? Ventriculoperitoneal shunt. So that is very important points for hydrocephalus. Let's quickly revise again. Hydrocephalus, number 1, the problem is with the CSF pathway. Number 2, which is the most commonest cause of non-communicating hydrocephalus? Aqueductal stenosis. Clinical feature, how the patient will have macrocephaly, dilated scalp veins, sunset sign and sutural diastosis. What is the sutural diastosis? Suture, there is an opening of the suture because of the CSF pressure, that's why. And what is the investigation of choice? MRI also is option, and also you can get transcranial ultrasound, and the treatment of choice is VP shunt, that is ventriculoperitoneal shunt.